Welcome back, Respawn Realm gang, to another video. In this video, we are going to test out the insane deck that I'm trying out now. As you can see on your screen, that I'm using a fire type deck, and I'm using these cards to complete the 5 consecutive win for the new event in Pokemon TCG Pocket. Today, we're going to discuss in detail about the different ways we can use this deck in different battle scenarios. And I would also share with you the item and supporter cards that I'm using for this deck. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, on the screen you can see there are 20 cards that I'm using in this deck. As you can see, I'm using the double Ninetales, double Blaine strategy, along with the Charizard Arcanine combo with the Moltres EX for fast energy farming. As these two are heavy hitters and they consume a lot of energy to fire out their final attacks, like the Inferno Onrush and the Crimson Storm. Overall, it's pretty balanced to me by the looks of it. Let me know in the comment section if there are any modifications regarding this deck you would like me to do. Now, let's talk about the supporter and item cards that we are using in this deck. Firstly, as you can see, there are 2 Blaines, 2 Sabrinas, and this effect is very important towards the style of play that I have, because one allows you to change your opponent's active Pokemon, which is the Sabrina card, as well as the Blaine card adds more damage to the damage that you're gonna do on top of, like, initially. Like, I believe that is plus 30. So that takes out a lot of first or second stage evolution if they have not managed to do it by now. On top of that, I have a Potion, a Leaf, and a Giovanni card just to balance everything out as well. Not to mention the double Professor Research card to make sure we get to those evolutions early, or try to get in an important supporter or item card if we don't have it in our hand already. The double Blaine for me is a surprise factor for most plays based off on my experience, and I believe that the low energy requirement for Ninetale lets you fire off those early damages from like turn 2 or turn 3, so you are giving off damage pretty early into the game. The Charizard's Crimson Storm and the Arcanine's Inferno Onrush, however, are both super powerful attack and requires a lot of energy. So I believe developing them from the bench is very essential leading up to those attacks. The Leaf and the X-Speed gives us flexibility of maneuvering on the board at critical points of the game. I'm pretty stoked overall about this deck, and I can't wait to try it out in the battles. And let me know in the comment section, guys, what do you think about it? If there's any recommendations, suggestions, please feel free to write it down on the comments. Also, if you're liking the content so far, do not forget to like and subscribe for more fun stuff like this. Thank you, guys. So let's jump into the battle. Today, guys, we're gonna test out the deck that we have built in different scenarios. So we're gonna obviously battle a couple battles to see how this deck is performing in general. I have pretty high hopes for it. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think it's gonna turn out. So first up, let's see what type we have as an opponent. If it's a fire type, then it'll be an interesting battle, in my opinion. Okay, so we're going second, that's good. And we start off with the Moltres, so definitely putting that on the active spot. And the Charmander is going on the bench. So one of the advantage, guys, over here, as you can see, is like with 1 energy, I can pretty much feed off any amount of energies that I will get from my coin flips onto my bench Pokemon. So that, oh my god. So basically, our opponent conceded right now. So that's a bit of a surprise. So that's 1 win right there. Any way it comes, you know, you can't complain. But that was a pretty good start, guys, for the deck, although we didn't get a chance to play it out. But that was a good start. I feel like what I was saying was that Moltres, like that Inferno Dance would allow me to put the energy on my bench Pokemons, which really comes out handy later on in the game. So into our second battle again, and let's see if we can get a fire deck. So going first this time, and it's the grass deck. So obviously we have the type advantage, and with my cards, like I definitely got a bunch of item and supporters, so I have no other option than setting up with Growlithe. Although, like I said, guys, it takes 3 energies to fire off the Inferno Onrush. So Celebi's in the active spot, and obviously we have the type advantage. So I'm going to do a Professor's Research and see if I can get any more starters. So we got the Charmander off the bat and the Charizard. So guys, that's a good sign. I think we are in a really good spot. We can definitely work on the Charmander, and Growlithe is only 2 evolutions, and we also have a Professor's Research, so that should definitely help us out. So our main goal is to like eliminate that Seviper on its bench, because like, you know, with the advent of the Mythical Island packs, Celebi's energy can be doubled with the Seviper combo. So that is definitely a problem if you're on the opponent's side. So that is, and we get Charmeleon, so we can definitely build that Charizard right now. But I would quickly develop my Arcanine just in case, because Celebi in its next turn will be able to attack, and we get Arcanine and a Sabrina card. So that's a good sign. We are definitely in a good spot. I will evolve this Arcanine. Probably take some damage in the next turn. Okay, so Celebi can attack right now. Just hope it's not more than 50. Heads, tails. So that's just 50 damage for you guys, so not to worry about it. We still got 100 HP, and we have a potion card as well. We got a Ninetales, but we don't have a Vulpix, but we can definitely use the potion and, you know, replenish some of that for sure, which we're gonna do right now. And pretty much put in a Sabrina, definitely, just so that we can force our opponent to consume one of their item cards or even the next energy, because I don't want the Celebi to build up over here, especially when it's in, you know, Servine mode. So it's just one more evolution for my opponent, and then Celebi can really start doing in those damages. So Celebi can only do 4 attacks. Okay, so he does go through with the evolution, and I just hope it's not more than 100, guys. If it's 100, it's a lot of problem for us. So I just hope it's just only 2 heads. Heads, tails, heads, tails. So yeah, that definitely worked on our favor, and we still got 20. I will definitely take out the Celebi, which also means self-destructing Arcanine, because it also does 30 damage to itself. I have no other option, but I will definitely take those 2 points, given the 2 points. But overall, we sit at a better position than them, just by me analyzing their deck right now and their active and bench spots. So there's nothing to worry about. We each got 2 points, and we're gonna definitely put the Charizard in the active spot. I mean, even if I had another Pokemon on the bench, I would definitely try to build that Charizard right now as we speak, because with 3 turns, because Seviper needs 3 turns to attack anyways, and with any of the other Pokemon that he might be bringing in his bench, like Petalil in this instance, he can do a lot of damage. Like, we do have 180 HP in our favor, so I'm definitely banking on it. And we also have a Giovanni card just in case, and he conceded, so that's just the second concede in a row. So definitely this deck is doing good, in my opinion. We are definitely making a statement in this competition, so I feel pretty good about this deck, and I wish to do a lot more battles with it in the future. Let me know in the comment section, guys, if you guys would love to see me do more battles with this deck in general. And if there's any changes you want me to do in this deck, you're more than welcome to throw off your suggestions. So let's jump into the third battle just to see how it works out. So this time we are going up against, let's say, what's my guess? Electric. Going first. And we get the psychic type, right? Is that the psychic type? Yeah, that's definitely the psychic type. And the best thing is we have Growlithe and Arcanine in our hand right away at the start of the game. So we can definitely build that Arcanine. Waiting for opponent to set up, and they're going in with Pidgey. So yeah, that's a good sign, guys. Like, we got both the evolution and we got two professors research. Like I always told you in the previous videos, guys, like, use the professor's research. Like, you'll never know what you can get or what you need at that time. And talking about that, we got the Vulpix. We have a Ninetales in our hand already, and I think I'm gonna start attacking with the Ninetales first, just by looking at his bench, because I can throw up that 90 damage. And Arcanine does takes 3 energy, so I think I'm gonna swap it out for sure. Hoping to get one of those X-Speed cards or the Leaf cards, whatever I get. Unless I can, stall the next 2 turns, then it'll be a different picture. So let's see how it plays out. So he puts an energy on Pidgey. So it's gonna do 20 damage to me. And okay, so that's 20 damage done. And we get an X-Speed, so definitely we're gonna put that energy on Vulpix and move the Growlithe back. I would also want to use that potion to heal it up real quick, because I would want to go forward with the Arcanine definitely by looking at the hand that I've got. So I would want to replenish that 20 back, make sure Arcanine is good, and I'll put that energy and try to cancel his next turn for sure. So we got another Blaine and we got the Leaf card, so that's good to have in your hands just in case I want to swap it back and I still got some HP on my Ninetales. So Tail Whip, and it's a hit. So we definitely stopped him from attacking right now, and we're pretty much ready with the Ninetales, throwing off 90. So whatever he has in his active or bench, we can pretty much wipe it out. Okay, I take back my words. So he definitely evolved into Hypno, but he does need 3 energies to fire that off. So we're good for now. And okay, and we have the Blaine card, so I'm not worrying too much, so I can do that additional damage. So we're in a good spot, guys. I think it's gonna be another win for us, for sure. So that's 30 damage. And that's tails for him. So, okay, so I'm definitely evolving my Ninetales. Gonna put that energy first and get Ninetales. And I'm gonna throw off that Flamethrower. And the opponent conceded. So I don't know what is going on, guys. 3 times in a row, the opponent conceded. So I have to say, like, this deck is playing out pretty good. Like, we have come across a lot of different instances where, things could have gone a little different, but I feel like we always have an answer. With this deck, I feel like I'm not gonna be super cocky about it, but I honestly feel like we are finding answers to different situations based off on the 3 battle. Let's try out one more and let's see how it works out. I'm obviously gonna get the medal. I have 3 wins, but this time I'm gonna get my 4th win. Let's see if we can get the Emblem. So we're going up against another grass type, and we start off with Moltres. I always say that's a great matchup because, just with 1 energy, you can start firing off that Inferno Dance and pretty much build your bench Pokemons. And I got the Growlithe, so I'll definitely want to get that Arcanine really early into this game. So we go with 2 Ninetales, and they put their Snivy on the bench. I'm pretty sure they're gonna pull back the Snivy at some point, because if they're playing a Snivy, they probably have a EX card somewhere in their hand. So that's 20 damage to us, and we're gonna definitely use the Inferno Dance. So one good thing about Moltres, starting off with Moltres, is you can feed energy to your bench Pokemon, and at the same time you can take in some damage and stall the game for a while. That was pretty bad, guys. No energy is right there. Like, this is the type of coin flips that I hate the most, but you know, it's part of the game. Okay, so is he gonna do another attack, or is he gonna... Okay, so he's definitely building both the Snivy, so he definitely wants to go in that double energy effect. So I'm down to 100, and I think I'm gonna... Okay, so we get Vulpix as well, so that's good. That's great. And I think we're gonna feed this to Growlithe. Or Vulpix, man. Vulpix makes more sense. Okay. Had to go with Moltres because, I don't know, with 70 damage that we can go in the next turn, that'll take out pretty much everything. So, makes more sense going with Moltres. Was a little bit of indecisiveness over there, guys, but that was what I had to go with. So, I feel like we should wait building on the Arcanine since we haven't got it yet, and since we have 2 Ninetales in our hand, makes more sense. Like I said, guys, he had the Celebi EX that he was waiting for, so he definitely wants to do the double damage or the double energy boost. So I'm definitely gonna try knocking out one of the Snivies right now before it gets too late. So I think I'm gonna definitely put in the third energy on him and knock out the Snivy. And I already have 1 energy on my Ninetales, so I'm definitely gonna knock out his Snivy for sure and get that point. And then I have enough energies to back out if I want it. And I also have the Leaf card, so obviously I have both the options open. So he definitely takes out the Celebi. Might be interesting doing a Sabrina on his Snivy and try to take it out, because I can definitely take it out. Hopefully he doesn't get 2 hits and knock out my Moltres. Okay, we're good. So it was Tails and we didn't take in any damage. That's good, guys. And we can definitely retreat back and bring our Ninetales in the active spot. So I'm going to give him the energy for sure. And I'm going to retreat. I'm going to keep the Leaf card for the future because I don't know how this game is going to play like. And I'm going to obviously use the Blaine card, the strategy I was talking to you guys about, and get in that 130. And because of type advantage, I think we're going to knock out Celebi. So that's 2 points right there. And that's the game. And that was wonderful, guys. I think this deck really played out awesome. And if you guys want to see more videos of me playing with this deck in different scenarios, I'll be more than happy to make another video for you guys. So please like and subscribe